Hey, I'm JD. Welcome to my channel. Please hit like, please subscribe. Today we're going to look at coin manipulation, coin tricks. So a very simple coin trick that we're going to look at today is called the French drop. Why it's called the French drop, I'm not sure. Maybe it was invented in France by a guy who just was French and he dropped something once and they said, hey, that's a great name for a trick. We have a Walking Liberty silver $half here. These dollars are great. $half are great for coin magic, coin manipulation, even rolling down your fingers. They're a wonderful coin, and I use them quite often for coin magic. So you can use American quarters, you can use Canadian toonies, which are almost the same size as this, which are very useful. These have kind of a tactile feel. They're a stickier feel. For some reason, the silver gets stickier, and which is a good thing. So we're going to look at the French drop today, which is a very simple maneuver. I'm going to show this to you quickly, and we're going to try to figure out exactly what the psychology is behind the French drop. So I've used the French drop for years and years and years. The greatest thing you can do with a French drop is you go to a coffee joint and they say, this is going to be $1.50, and when you're in Canada, you've got this thing called a toonie, which is the $2 coin, and it's perfect because you can say, oh, okay, a toonie, a $2 coin, here you go, and you grab the coin and you put it in your hand, and the waitress or the server on the other side puts their hand out like that, waiting for the coin to be placed in their hand, and all you do is grab the coin like this, like that, and you put it in their hand, and there's nothing there. It's just amazing. I've had a waitress actually freak out and go in the back and sit down because she was so freaked out by the French drop. It's a really simple coin trick, but even if I play guitar, so I've got these long fingernails here for plucking, and these fingernails actually are great because they feel like a coin. So when you put the coin in the person's hand and you do that, they can almost feel the edge of the coin in their hand. So it's kind of sneaky but good. So you can grow one fingernail long to do this. It's a great walk around coin routine, but I'll start the coin routine by doing the French drop. So how do you do the French drop? Let's have a look at this. Okay, so to do the French drop, you take the coin in your hand like this and you place it in your left or right hand this way, right? So I've seen people do the French drop by grabbing the whole coin with their hand, but effectively all you're doing is dropping the coin. You're doing this and you're keeping the distance. You're maintaining where your thumb and fingers are without moving. You're just ever so slightly doing this, and the coin drops down into your hand. That's all it is, but it's a lot of acting. So you've got to do the acting part of it, and it's all natural motion. So Di Vernon, a famous Canadian and American magician, actually said everything needs to feel natural, as though you do it naturally. Well, grabbing the coin like this is not natural. Nobody would grab a coin like that and place it and give it to you. But grabbing the coin like this is natural, right? You do that, there's the coin. So you'd be expecting to see it. So if you did that and put the coin down, that's just what you'd be expecting. So if you do exactly the same thing with the French drop, you reach in like this, your thumb goes underneath this way, the thumb here and the fingers stay the same distance, and as you reach in to grab it like that, you're actually dropping it down like this, and then you're just doing this and placing it in the person's hand, and there's nothing there, and it freaks them out. I'm telling you, it freaks them out. So from the top, this is what this looks like. You've got the coin in your hand this way, and you're dropping it straight down like that. That's all you're doing, so it looks like this. And you saw from the front, you can't see the coin, and you're taking your hand like this, and you're grabbing the coin, you're putting your thumb underneath, and you're grabbing that coin like this, like that, and the second it's covered like this, you make it look like you're pinching it. So if I didn't have a coin in my hand, I'd do this. So just a natural motion like that, right? Nothing more than that, but with the coin, it looks like this. It's a natural motion. You don't have the coin in your hand, but you're putting your thumb in there, you're grabbing the coin, and you're not doing this crazy move I've seen over the years where people grab the coin like that. That doesn't work, but I'm going to show you something really cool after that's amazing, actually. So again, grabbing the coin for the French drop, you take the coin, you grab it naturally, thumb on the inside, keeping the thumb and fingers the same distance away, like this, and you grab the coin, and 9 out of 10 people would think you've got that coin in your hand. Again, great restaurant trick. So you do this, grab the coin, and you give it to somebody, right? So it looks as though you're grabbing the coin and you're giving it to somebody, but it's not even in your hand. So that's the French drop. And again, don't move your thumb and fingers when you do this. You say, hey, you want a coin? Here you go. Here's the coin. And your timing is so important. It's one natural move. It's a timing thing, so it's covered like that. And it's strong. So you wouldn't think this move is so strong, but like I told you before, I was in a coffee shop once and it totally freaked somebody out. So I'm going to show you the second part of this move. But before I do that, I'm going to show it to you from the top again. So there's my thumb and my fingers, same distance. Hold the coin very lightly in your hand, like this. And then you're reaching over like this. It's covered for a millisecond, and this is when you drop it. So you're doing this. I'll just do it like I normally would do it. Here's the coin, and the coin just falls down here. I don't like the coin to fall down here. It's not good unless I'm doing a magic routine where I'm taking the coin like this, pointing, and it's gone, and I'm stealing the coin. That's a different time of thing where I want the coin to be in my hand. In this case, I don't want the coin to be in my hand. I want it to be in the fingers like this. So I'm grabbing it like that, and you can see it just laying there. It's resting there, which is great. You could even turn your hand around like that and show naturally, and the coin would look like it's gone, right? But you're better off palming the coin. So let me show you phase 2 of the French drop, and this is where I'll do it again. I'll present the coin actually. Let me show you how I present the coin. All right, now we're going to present the coin after it's done the drop. So I've done this, I've got the coin, and I've dropped it into my hand like that, like this. And I've done this in the person's hand, and I made sure I touch their hand so they feel like they have it in their hand rather. They look down at their hand, and they think they have the coin in there. When they look down, this is when they freak out and the coin's not there. Then they look at you, and when they look at you, just move your hand in an upward direction like this, like that, and then present the coin. So you just have to do that, and all you're doing is doing this, sliding the coin forward and going like that. So it looks pretty cool because you're like this, and all you're doing is that, and there's the coin, right? And you can present it pretty high. You can basically do this and present it pretty high. Now from the other angle, presenting the coin, I've got the coin here. I've done the French drop like this. I've put it in their hand. I've got it here. I want my thumb to be on the base of the coin here because I'm going to be moving it up like this and then presenting it like that. So I'm going to be going like this and sliding it up, and that presents the coin to them just like that. So it's very strong magic there, and the coin appears. Now here's the second part of this, and I'm just going to show you this because it's a treat. Let's look at the second part of this. So the second part of the routine is kind of neat because you've done the French drop. They think they've got the coin in their hand. They look down. They're freaked out. You present the coin to them, and then they go. Some people will just freak out and walk away. Other people will look at you and go, "That was really good, but I still want the coin." So what you do there is you do what people would normally do at the French drop is you grab the coin like this, like that, and the coin is in this hand like this, and then you show the hand empty. So you do this like that, and the hand is empty, and you can do a clean sweep, or you can actually drop it back in your hand. One of two things. So I'm going to show you the phase 1 of this particular method of getting that coin. Okay, from a different view, here's what I'm doing. I'm going down like this, and I'm grabbing the coin. And the second I grab the coin, I'm actually palming the coin. So I'm taking the coin with my finger, this finger here, like this, and I'm pushing it into my palm. So it's now being palmed like that. And I can do another video if you want me to on how to palm a coin properly. But I'm palming the coin. So I'm reaching in like this, and I'm palming the coin, but at the same time I'm palming the coin, I'm closing my fist as though it's in this hand. So you're seeing a motion that looks like this. I'm going like this, and then palming it, and I'm pointing at the hand as though it's there. This hand does the moving, right? So they keep an eye on the moving hand. It's palmed. I've pushed it in, I point it there, and then I can wave over the top. I still have it palmed, right? So that is the second phase, and this is called, let me think, do I remember what this is called? No, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, so you do this, you grab it, you do that, and then you spread your hand out like this. You can point and then spread your hand out like that. So it's obviously not in this hand. It's got to be in this hand. Or is it? You show the hand, it's not in the hand, but I want it to be in this hand. So I could do a lot of things with that coin right now. One thing I usually do is I take my hand and I mysteriously just grab nothing, turn my hand, wave my hand over the twice like that, snap my fingers, and the coin is in the hand. So, and all I'm doing when I wave my hand over is dumping the coin. So I'm just doing this like that. I'm waving it once, not dumping it. Waving it twice, dumping it. You can just see a flash of it on the top there, but you wouldn't see it from the front camera angle. And then I'm able to just do this and open my hand. And so from this angle here, I'm doing this, grabbing the coin like this, pushing it into my palm as I grab it. And then the second I push it in, I close my other hand like that and point, and then do this. So it looks like it's in this hand. I obviously don't have it in this hand, which means you have to have a pretty decent palm. And then I can tap twice or do something or magically do something, and the coin is gone. And when you open your hands, don't open them like this. Open them one finger at a time. It's more magical to do that. You open them like this, like that, and then it's not here, right? You can do what I did before. It was this. I turn my hand around like this. I grab nothing, right? It looks like I've grabbed something. I go over the top twice. I just dropped the coin, but I go grab something, go over the top once, and you can see the coin there. Twice, and the second time I dump the coin like that, and it's in my hand. So that is a pretty cool way of producing the coin. You can do a lot of things to produce that coin once you've done it. So the full routine, if I were to, someone says, well, that's $2, and I've got myself a toonie here like this, I go, $2, here you go, and I just give them the 2 like that, and then they go, what? And I go like this, I produce the coin again, and then they're like, oh my God, and they say, well, I really actually want the $2, and they go, okay, here, there's the $2 right there. And then you can open their hand up again and then throw it in their hand. You got nothing, right? Which is that freaks them out too, because they still don't have the $2, and they're still freaked out because the coin is now gone completely. Most people don't understand palming. Your average layperson does not understand you're palming a coin. And then you say, oh, you really want the coin? Let me grab that coin like this. You wave once, you wave twice, and the coin appears. So that's the routine. And let me do that from the other angle. All right, from this angle where you'll see the drop here, you've got the coin in your hand. Someone says it's going to be $2. You go, oh, $2. Let's just pretend I've got a toonie here. And I say, oh, here's your $2 like that. And the coin is already dropped in place like this. There's your $2 like that. They can't see this, obviously. And they go, what? And then you do this and push the coin up and produce it like this. And then they go, okay, still want the $2. They're still freaked out. Like I said before, someone actually walked away, which I thought was amazing. And then you say, oh, you want the coin, and you go like this over the top using this finger here to push the coin into your palm. So you're just doing this. You're doing this, and you're pushing it into your palm. And you've got to have a decent palm. So when you're doing a palm, your palm should be relatively flat like that. That's a pretty good palm there, like this. So just practice palming a coin because it's invaluable. So you do this, you push it into your hand, and the minute you do this, you point and then close your hand as though it's there, and then you can even force forward, and if they have their hand over, you can dump it in their hand, and there's nothing there. So you can dump it down, and there's absolutely nothing there. Oh, look at that, my watch turned on. So squirrel, and then they go, what? Like this, and then you grab midair, turn around, so you grab midair, they see nothing, and then you just wipe once, wipe twice, and you're dumping the coin in the second wipe. So wipe once, wipe twice, like that, and there it is. So that, my friends, is the French drop, le drop de French. So you can use that with your friends. Practice the natural motion of just keeping your hands, your thumb and your fingers apart like this as you drop it, and it's super effective. And again, from the front angle, I just want to show it to you one more time. You've got the coin here. You grab it like this. You put it in the person's hand. They freak out. It's not in their hand. You produce the coin like this. They're like, okay, that was good. Then you take the coin again, put it in your hand again like you're going to do the same darn thing. And like this, palm it like this, and then immediately grasp your hand like this, and then spread your hand out like this, and they go, and then put the coin in their hand. It's not in their hand. It's palmed, obviously. Grab nothing like this, and then wipe once, wipe twice. You can do it on the first or second wipe, and the coin appears. And that's the way I would do it normally. If you did a hand wash, you would be washing your hand like this, not in either hand, and then pulling the coin out like that. That's a hand wash. We'll do that later. So let me know if you want more instruction on doing magic. Like I said before, I normally do watch repair videos, but I love magic. I'm an amateur magician. I've been doing it for my whole life. I've got a lot of stuff. So if you're interested in this kind of direct instruction on how to do something like this, then let me know. And let's get my subscribers up. I want some more magicians in there. I'm at the Browser's Den of Magic annual magic show. There's going to be 400 magicians there. And I've been asked to do a session with the magicians on close-up magic. So I'll be doing coin magic in this session. I'll be doing ring and string magic, which is kind of fun. I have ring magic alone, but ring and string magic, which is kind of cool. I'll do a short routine on rubber bands, and I'll do likely a couple of card routines, very small, short card routines that you could do just walking around. My preference for magic is not the magic where you sit down with a deck of cards and you're taking 10-15 minutes to do this card trick where you take 15 cards and do all that. I can do those tricks. I've done them for over the years, but those are not the tricks I like to do. I like to do the walk around quick tricks, the wither vanishes and stuff like that, right? So anyway, please subscribe, please hit like if you like this routine on how to do this. Tell me and we'll do more. Thanks again. Thanks for your support for my channel, and no, I'm not with the New York Police Department.